Steve Waugh comes to the crease to replace his brother Mark, with Australia at 3 for 169.
Adams bowls. And you mightn't have seen him bowl before. The Australians haven't seen him bowl before. He was kept away from them in the lead-up game.
Once they get used to him.
Oh, that was well bowled. The stock standard one is the one that goes away, and that fizzed away and was quick.
Yeah, good ball. Caught Steve Waugh on the crease.
He slips attempting the run, but he gets off the mark with the single behind square leg. First ball of Klusner's over is belted away for 4.
Do not bowl there. It would have been brought up in the team tactics. Anything short outside off stump is bread and butter to this gentleman. Back foot across, right hand over the top of the ball. That is just perfect. He'd be very disappointing with that, Klusner.
Well, he chased after that one, beat Jonty Rhodes in the covers, and that's 4 again.
How quick is this ground? It's a beautiful cricket ground here at Wanderers, but the surface is beautiful. But any width outside off stump, even with one of the greatest fieldsmen of all time, Jonty, bang right-handed. That is just bread and butter. Through forward point.
Donald to Waugh, and lovely shot, lovely placement by Steve Waugh. It's a long chase to the long-on boundary, and they should get 3. Good teamwork by the South Africans, and Adams finishes up with the ball. So lovely timing by the master player.
Oh, beautifully played by Steve Waugh. Out through mid-wicket, quick outfield. Adams giving chase. He's lively in the field. This will be close, but the ball beats him.
Yes, that's the strength of Stephen Waugh. He plays this magnificent cut shot off the back foot, or back foot drive, and in this area here, well, only his brother, I think, is more efficient there, more proficient. He just gets in position so easily and works them away from around middle and off stumps.
That's flayed through the offside. What a shot! 4 to Steve Waugh, a classic.
Vintage Waugh. That's how you describe that. No other way.
That's a short one off the back of the bat. Or was it the helmet? Tried to duck under it. The ball didn't get up as much as he thought. The umpire hasn't signalled anything. It's off the back of the bat. Richardson got a glove to it. Very, very difficult chance. It was almost the periscope job.
Short there, didn't get up. Took his eyes off the ball as well, and it just got over the top of Richardson's hands.
That's a good shot. Just into the pads again. Steve Waugh looking very, very comfortable and just getting into stride now. He's moved along to 49. Lewitt's on 41.
The timing, just picked it off and nearly got the umpire on the way through. Just getting into the pads, and that's where Steve Waugh's really improved his game.
Oh, good luck. Bowling there. You'll be picking a lot of balls up out of the gutter if you do that. That brings up his 50.
But a magnificent knock too. There's the Australians there, the supporter groups, Glenn McGrath and the boys. Been a magnificent 50. A little bit out swing and just jumped on it through covers, and isn't he a class player? Only 113 balls.
This time he makes him play the short one. Again, Steve Waugh may look awkward doing that, but generally speaking, he gets it done. I think it just amuses him that they keep doing it.
And the fact that they also have a word to him as well.
And again, he's picked it through the gap. Ball not quite there to be driven, but just waited for it. Perfect timing, perfect placement.
Bit of a change-up ball there, I think. Rolled his fingers over the top of the seam, and Steve Waugh said, thanks very much. You can bowl short, and you can bowl them there too.
Two slips a gully. And he gets it through. Behind point, the Soundfield is very fast. It will be 4. Just leaning on that one and running it down behind the man at point. So strong in that area, Steve Waugh.
Very much a natural back foot player, Waugh, as we've seen. You see his first movement is back and across, and that's why you can't afford to give him any width.
That's a good shot. He won't go all the way, but he's picked the gap on the leg side. Dean Jones talked this morning about the improvement in Steve Waugh's batting in the last year or so has really been in the way that he's developed his onside play.
And crack that, cop that, go and get that. And that is Steve Waugh at his very best. Brings up to 350, in fact, 353. So the intention is pretty obvious. It was first obvious by Greg Blewett, or through Greg Blewett, and now Steve Waugh.
Yes, Steve Waugh, trademark, registered back foot drive. His and his alone. Watch the footwork here. He goes a big stride back. Weight all on the back leg.
And that's through for 4 more.
Again, width. And Steve Waugh's bread and butter shot. He's just gone to 91, and now the race. But who's going to get the 100 first? Just short, back foot, just got a bit tight on him there, but squeezed it out. Didn't try to hit it too hard. It's gone away. This outfield is very, very quick.
In bowling to Waugh. Runs immediately. Could well be 4. The outfield is quick. And it finds the boundary rope. Waugh on 97. Over pitch ball. He works it away nicely through mid-wicket. Is the century here? The ball just slowing down. Will it go? Yes, it will. There's his century.
Fantastic effort from Steve Waugh. He's only been in pain for a little bit of time since the tea break, but his effort today has been a sustained effort along with Greg Blewett. It really has been a wonderful performance by the Australians. A terrific partnership by these two. It's been crowned off with a 12th Test century by Steve Waugh. He's made centuries all around the world, the Caribbean, the UK, Australia, of course, and he'll be very pleased to that 3-figure number against his name here in South Africa.
Lovely shot out through mid-wicket. 4 more. Solves the problem.
Steve Waugh only needs one leg to play those. The half volley on leg stump. He's got very strong in that region in recent times. Wasn't always as strong on the leg side as he is these days, but timing perfect, placement excellent. Lusner will need to rethink.
And that is a cracking shot. That may well be Steve Waugh's best onside shot today. He was cramped up a little bit, remembering that Klusner is going around the wicket, and he's just punched it through mid-wicket.
This will be causing some headaches here for Hansi Cronje. He just waited on that. I heard you describe that earlier, David, how he waits that little bit longer than most batsmen for the ball to arrive and then just works it.
And I wouldn't be standing where Hansi Cronje is at silly point if you're going to bowl rank long hops to either of these players, and that has been hit past Cronje at 1,000 miles an hour.
As an old mate of mine used to say, at the speed of 1,000 striking whorfies. Look at that going.
Very fine. That's 4.
Just Pollock has not got the answers today. He hasn't been able to bowl line and length consistently enough. He's going down there on Steve Waugh's pads, and he's probably the second best player to Mark Waugh, his brother, in the team on the leg side. Just helps it on its way. Make sure he gets bat on it. This ground is so fast here at the Wanderers.
Great shot from Steve Waugh.
Very much his area. Describe it as a trademark stroke. Footwork perfect, as well as the timing.
It's the ball that leaves the bat, and a very good shot by Steve Waugh, because the ball didn't bounce, and in the end he had to chase it. It turned a bit more than he thought, and he played that very well.
Good shot there, as David said, just keeping down a bit, just chased it, and of course he might have a scar from one from Chandler, Paul. He hit it straight to Hooper's hands, but the difference between there, he hit it down.
Can't afford to bowl there to Steve Waugh, particularly on a wicket like this. Sean Pollock's bowling as though he's a little bit on the stiff side. That brings up the 150 for Steve Waugh. 21 fours in his 150. 341 balls and 435 minutes. So it really has been a typical Steve Waugh innings. That's where he's got a lot of runs. No need to run for those. Sean Pollock just getting too short and too wide to Steve Waugh. He doesn't miss too many of those scoring opportunities. Really is feeling very comfortable out there.
Callis caught behind. Steve Waugh is out. Callis gets his first test wicket, and the partnership finally is broken.
Well, Jug Callis bowled some good deliveries yesterday. I think he's got a very nice bowling action. He's got the ball to move away from Steve Waugh. Steve will be disappointed there. I think he had his mind set on being there a little bit longer. You can't bat forever. And that was just a genuine outside edge. A nice little bit of outswing from Callis. Just moving ever so slightly. A thin edge through to Dave Richardson. Steve Waugh didn't look up, but he didn't have to wait for long. The crowd soon let him know that he was on his way.
Something for the home fans to cheer about, but what an innings of Steve Waugh to cheer about. Caught for 160 by Richardson off Callis. 366 balls and just a tick over 500 minutes. What a marathon.